guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I created this makeup look here. The eyeshadow that I am wearing is the eyeshadow that I posted in this Instagram photo. I'm going to try and do a little insert here. A lot of you guys commented on that photo asking for a tutorial, so this is the eyeshadow and also the lip and blush combo that I was wearing in that photo. However, I did make a recent eyelash order from Koko Lashes and wanted to try out their goddess lashes, which I'm wearing right now. It turned out to be so much more dramatic than I was expecting, and I'm a little bit frightened at my own face right now. I don't know how to handle all of this lash. Yeah, for those of you who wanted to know what eyeshadow I was wearing, this is the tutorial for that. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this makeup look, and if you want to see how I achieved it, then please just keep on watching. Oh, hey, welcome to my face. Before we actually get started with the makeup, I just wanted to, you know, shout out to all of the lovely, wonderful people who love to tell me about my peach fuzz and my beard as if I don't know it exists. So for all you people, I just wanted to, you know, give you an up-close shot of my beautiful, beautiful furry friends on my face. So now that we have that over with, I'm going to start with MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this is a Sigma P84 brush. I'm going to take that in the pot and rub it on my eyeball. So the first thing I'm going to do is set that all in using MAC Brule eyeshadow. I'm taking that on this little fluffy eyeshadow brush that I got from a Groupon set. This will just make sure that the base is all set in and that there won't be any creamy movement for the other shadows being put on the eyeball. So for our transition shade in the crease, I'm going to mix two shadows together. I'm going to use MAC Kid and Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. As you can see, I put my nail in it. It's very unfortunate. This is just going to give us a nice mix of warm and cool tones, and Jaclyn Hill always uses this, so I'm like, with that girl's blending game, I gotta try and use what she does, you know what I'm saying? So I'm mixing those two with the Luxie 205 tapered blending brush, and then just applying that into the crease. Next, I'm going to shake the Blackberry. Ooh. I'm going to take the shade Blackberry from MAC with a MAC 217 brush, and we're just going to use this to deepen up that crease a little bit. This actually goes on really nice and light, like more light than it appears in the pan. So I'm just going to lightly run that through the crease just to deepen it up and to also fix my little eyeball flap right here, taking it higher just in that particular spot. But I like that the Peach Smoothie and the Kid kind of pokes up above that, and it makes just a really nice combination in the crease. A little trick that I learned while working at MAC, I used to sit there with my eyeshadow brush like this, going like this really close and being like, why is it not blending out as nicely? And one of my managers actually taught me that the farther out you hold your brush, the lighter and more fluffy your blending will be. Like the lighter your hand will be, so it's not going to be like stabbing your eye, and the product is going to blend out a lot more nicely. After every step, I always go back in with my original little fluffy blending brush and just run that across just to make sure that there will be no harsh lines ever. I'm going to take the shade Blanc Type from MAC and a MAC 242 brush, and I'm just going to pack this on top of the lid, like the inner half of the lid-ish, and kind of blend it out, taking that up to the crease. And this is just going to really nicely brighten this area, and it's going to be nice for when we add any shimmery shades later on. And if you want, just go back in with that 217 and just kind of touch that area to make sure that there's no like white line on the lid. So now using that same MAC 217 brush, I'm going to go a little bit darker, more warm with the eyeshadow using the shade Folie from MAC. It's still in the purple tones, the purple family, but it's just a little bit more warmy brown than the Blackberry that we were going for. I'm going to use this to deepen up the crease and also put it on the outer half of the lid. With this shadow, I'm going about halfway onto the lid, blending it into that Blanc Type shadow that we put on first. And then I always just like, after I'm done packing onto the lid, I'll always take my brush and just run it through the crease, and it'll deposit any of the excess product and help it look more blended in. And then as always, after you're done adding the pigment, take that blending brush from the beginning and just fluff it around. My camera keeps shutting off and I'm going to flip and lose my mind. Anyways, the next shadow we are using is MAC's Deep Damson. This is the, I don't know, I might go darker, but I think that this is going to be the darkest shadow we're going to use. Taking the same 217 brush that we've been using throughout the whole thing. Just going to put this in the outer corner of the lid, just really lightly, making sure not to take this into the crease too much. We're just deepening up that outer edge. What I like to do is take my brush, fluff it on my hand, making sure that there's not like a lot of product coming off, and then I'll just run it through the crease. Because it might deposit a little bit more of the depth, but it's not going to be like a lot of product. Again, going over that with my big fluffy blending brush. Then I'm going to take MAC's Cranberry and a MAC 239 brush, and we're going to be packing that on to the inner half of the lid, basically over top of where we put the Blanc type. And just making sure that there's a nice amount of product deposited there. Going back in with our MAC 217 and just brushing along the crease there. Making sure that there are no packed on lines from the Cranberry shade. This might be unnecessary for you guys, but this is just what I did in that photo that I'm referencing from. I took Makeup Geek's Shimma with my finger, and I just dabbed that in the middle, kind of on top of where I put Cranberry. And then I took the 239 brush that we used, and I kind of just blended that in. Just a little bit. So we're going to take a brief intermission to do the face. First thing I'm doing is mixing my two L'Oreal True Match Lumi shades. The shades are W1 to 2 and then W3. I'm taking like one pump of this, like half a pump of that. Mixing them together on the back of my hand. Putting that on my face. Just blending that in with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light 10. I'm applying this to all the areas of my face that I want to conceal. So then I'm going to be dipping my Beauty Blender into the MAC, I don't even know what these are called, shaping powders. This is Emphasize. And I'm going to be dabbing that onto my under eye just to set the makeup we put under there and also highlight a bit. And I'm also going to be taking this powder in all of the areas that I would, in theory, like to highlight. So now I'm going to take my Sleek Face Form Contouring Thingamajiggy in the shade Light 73. First taking the contour shade here with my Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush, and I'm just going to be contouring with this. For blush, I'm going to be using my Tarte Exposed blush with my Bobbi Brown blush brush. I'm going to be bronzing using the Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer and my MAC 129 brush. For a highlight, I'm going to be using the Balm Mary Loumanizer highlighter and applying it with this MAC 137 brush. And then I'm going to fill in my brows using my Anastasia Medium Brown Brow Wiz and the Clear Brow Gel. Okay, so now that we're done everything else on the face, I'm going to finish up the eyes. Going back in with MAC's Kid and then this 221 brush from MAC. I'm just going to rub that all along the lower lash line, just fluffing it out, no rhyme or reason here. Some of that same brush, I'm just going to go back in with MAC Folie. A little bit lighter with this, but I still want it to be smoky. Just going to take that all along where we just put Kid. So now taking the MAC 219 brush and the Deep Damson shade, we're going to take this along the very outer corner / outer half of the lower lash line. So then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Small Precision brush and the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter, and I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corners and also the brow bone. Now I'm going to try something different. Before we apply the lashes, I'm going to try putting a little layer of mascara on, just because this is what everybody seems to do, and I bought these lashes that I'm like really excited about, so I want them to last a little bit longer. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara. The lashes I'm using today are the Koko Goddess lashes. I'm going to be applying my Duo Dark Tone adhesive to them, and I will warn you, if you're trying these for the first time, they've got a really thick band. Oh my gosh, those are insane. Man, I feel like a womp. I might have to do a little bit more to the lower lash line to make up for how much is going on the top. Yeah, okay, so these are a little bit crazy. I'm going to go back in with that MAC 221 brush and the Deep Damson shade, and I'm just going to, like, you know, take that a little bit lower on the lower lash line, just to make up for how much we just put on the upper lashes. I like wasn't expecting these to be so big and long. Like I feel like I'm attempting some drag makeup here. I'm gonna go in with my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the eyes. We're gonna go ahead and do the lip. This is the ColourPop Midi Ultra Matte Lip. I have already applied lip balm to my lips. I'm just going to put this guy on. So once you apply the lip, that is everything for this look. It definitely has turned out not what I expected it to turn out like. These lashes really threw me off guard. Really made this more dramatic than I was anticipating. But for those of you who had asked for a tutorial on the eyeshadow that was on my Instagram page and also the lip and all that good stuff, this is what I was wearing. These are the shadows that I used in that photo. Again, the look was made extra triple dramatic with these lashes, so sorry if it looks a little bit different. It's a little bit crazy. I don't know how I feel about these lashes. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it, enjoyed seeing me experiment with some new things. So thank you so much for watching this video, everyone, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!